as I recall. Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh dear, he's on Ward J2. That's Nurse Grendel's ward.
What?
What's so bad about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade. Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock alarm call, 6:10 bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
And then some.
This is going to be interesting, isn't it?
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
I was beginning to get the picture. This woman was jealous, with a big green capital J. How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the executive coffee lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2. And good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Yes, turn around. Thank you.
As I turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow. He looked blissfully happy, for no apparent reason.
That's what you probably call drugs, right?
The door didn't have a sign or label or any kind of identification.
So, go in it.
Hey now, you can't go in there.
How come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
Okay, let's talk to him.
Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
It's a deal.
The fuck? George, that was very unexpected of you. Did not expect that at all from him.
Have you seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the corridors?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that, Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be a great comfort.
He is.
What? What? God, what the hell is his deal?
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any
Yes.
chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
That is a pretty good record.
How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you? I don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind me back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull-through.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Huh.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not until I've washed, if you don't mind, sir.
Okay, well, he seems like the type that would actually fall for that, but, talking about Shiny.
What do you think of this, Sam?
Sam.
Oh, boy! What is it?
A priceless gemstone, found in a medieval castle in Ireland. Get me into Marquet's ward, and it's yours.
I don't wear jewellery.
If this gem was yours, you'd be able to buy 100 Mr. Shinies.
Don't be silly. There's only one Mr. Shiny.
See you later.
Yeah, take care now.
I was seeing an entirely interesting, solution coming up there, but didn't happen. Did not happen. Oh wait, that's the power cord. Right, I see.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
It's still going. He's gonna walk back and I can walk in the door.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Or I'm supposed to do something with Mr. Shiny, but... Oh, come on, just open the door! Dude, George, open the fucking door. Sweet. Sure he won't notice. Nope, of course not. Why would he? So I guess we needed that for a future puzzle? Or, for the future? Right here?
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Oh, hi. Is this Ward J2?
Yes, sir. The patients are ready for your inspection, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
You'll need this, Doctor.
Nah, I won't.
She gave me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile. Thanks.
Could you take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
I'd rather not.
Do you have a patient named Marquet on this ward?
Oui, monsieur. He is in the private room at the end of the ward. He has been placed in strict isolation.
Why is Marquet in quarantine?
If you wish to know more, you'll have to speak to Herr Hagenmeier. All I know is that Marquet's room is strictly out of bounds.
Do you know who paid for Marquet's room?
No, of course I don't.
Preferential treatment like that must cost an arm and a leg.
That's not my concern, monsieur.
What is this device?
It's for taking the patient's blood pressure, Doctor.
She doesn't... after that question, It did look a bit weird, but I guess I can kind of see that on the icon. Not really, but...
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
She's not suspicious at all of the guy that doesn't know how to take blood pressure.
This guy didn't look sick to me. He didn't have spots or stitches, and he certainly didn't have a fever.
Well, talk to him, I guess, because we got order too. I'm supposing that is bed 3.
Hello? Anybody home?
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a qualified doctor?
You better believe it. I'm going to take your blood pressure.
Why?
I'm a doctor. It's my job.
Oh, God. George, don't kill him.
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
And he's not, yelling for help, going, hey, what the fuck is this guy doing here?
What can you tell me about Marquet?
He's the man in the private room, isn't he? That room was mine before I was tossed out like a common squatter.
Do you know what's wrong with Marquet?
They won't even say what's wrong with me. Tell me, Doctor, what's your opinion?
It's too early
At least
to
grab
say.
the chart or
But
something.
I've been here for 3 months.
What's your impression of Nurse Grendel?
She's a very efficient young woman.
Efficient? You make her sound like a vacuum cleaner.
I've no complaints.
The woman in reception described Nurse Grendel as a monster.
Well, that's simply not true. She's quite strict, but that's her job, isn't it? You've got to have discipline in a place like this.
I don't know about that, really.
I'll come back later.
Please don't. That's what he should say. It's like, no, dude, no. No, don't ever come back here.
Doctor!
What now? What do you want?
What is it?
You haven't taken my blood pressure.
I tried.
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
Of course I am.
No, you're not. Dr. Monroe never did it like that.
I can't take a satisfactory reading while you're excited like this. I'll come back later.
What? I don't get what they want me to do here.
Hi, it's me again. No.
Okay, right.
Do you recognize this red nose?
Doesn't that belong to Boissy?
No. I found it in a sewer.
He's a clown, you know. You wouldn't think so to look at him now, would you?
What else was he?
I'll come back later.
A famous French clown or something? I don't know.
Pardon me, nurse.
Oui, monsieur?
Do you want this,
Device for measuring blood pressure?
Yeah, do you want it back?
No, thank you.
Do you have any clowns on the ward?
Why, yes, we do. A professional clown.
Was he?
I'll bet he lightens the place up.
Hardly. Monsieur Boissy has been in a coma for the last 3 months.
Oh.
What's wrong with Boissy?
He was involved in a very nasty accident. A silly stunt involving a unicycle. His current condition is due to post-traumatic shock. It's unlikely he'll ever perform as a clown again.
It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good.
Well, that's
Thank
us,
you,
I
nurse.
guess.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Right, so I need... How do you get through? Well, learn how to take, measure blood pressure, but... Fuck knows I'm supposed to do that. Also, I feel like this is probably a good set. It's not an extra long episode after, not recording for a week, but this is about how long I like to play Broken Sword for. Every game has got a different length to me. Like, some games I'll just play for 2-3 hours, some games I'll just play for 1, some I'll just play for 30 minutes. And those are, good sessions for me. And it really seems like about an hour is good for a Broken Sword to me, which should hopefully nicely fit in for videos anyway. So, yeah, next set we'll get to the guy, hopefully. And, go from there, I guess. And maybe eventually speak to Rosso as well, as that's our objective. But, first to get through these wards and learn how to take blood pressure, which I have no clue how to do, but same as with the last puzzle that I started with, it is actually kind of obvious. It is kind of obvious when you think about it. That's how most of these work, so that's actually pretty good. I like that, so... yeah, the puzzles have been kind of good, actually. They have logic in them, which I like. So, yeah, for now, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll see you guys next time. See you, dudes.